going to start with what I would say is the best book on health. And that book is Deep Nutrition by Cate Shanahan. The secondary title to that book is something along the lines of Why Your Body Needs Ancient Foods. And Deep Nutrition by Cate Shanahan is a tour de force of everything that we talk about here. It curtails very, very nicely with the animal-based framework. She takes a very ancestrally appropriate, evolutionary appropriate, Western A price slant to things, where she maps out everything from breaking down the macronutrients, breaking down the micronutrients, explaining the value and importance of organ meats and meat on the bone and collagen and proline and glycine and the X factor vitamins. She is, I think, largely responsible for this entire movement that we have around seed oils, because she maps out the seed oil hypothesis for obesity, essentially, metabolic dysfunction, insulin resistance. Now we've got other characters in this space, like Dr. Paul is doing amazing things to bring awareness to this, but Cate really put it on the map with the research that she lays out in this book. And it's just a monster. It's deep nutrition, and it will help you wrap your head around what nutrition is at a really good level. And it's deep, complex topics, sometimes deep physiology and biochemistry, but in a very digestible way. So I'm going to read a couple of quotes as we go through this from the book that kind of resonated with me and that I've got saved. So Cate says, "Food is like a language, an unbroken information stream that connects every cell in your body to an aspect of the natural world. The better the source and the more undamaged the message when it arrives to your cells, the better your health will be." I like that a lot, because I've been saying for a while that food is information. Food is like codes, right? These information packets that provide the instructions to your body to either upgrade or downgrade, and we've got a culture that's running around shopping for food like we shop for gas. We're looking for the deals. Cheaper is better. Doesn't really matter, right? It's just all about calories, so throw it down the hatch and earn it and burn it. But when you understand that food is more than that, it's more than just calories. It's information. It's directly programming the way your genes express, what your hormones do, how it affects your hunger and satiety and your rebuilding and your micronutrients. You start to see that we must prioritize high quality food. And Deep Nutrition by Cate Shanahan does an incredible job of laying out exactly how to do that. And if you read that book, I think you'll see a significant overlap with our messaging here. So it's a really good book. It's a big one. It'll take you a while to chew through it, but it's definitely worth it. Now, I have to have some honorable mentions when we talk about health books too, because the book that changed it all for me, it was my Matrix moment of the stay asleep and take the blue pill, or take the red pill and wake up Morpheus, was Mark Sisson's The Primal Blueprint. When I read that book, it was the catalyst for where I am today. And I read that book probably 11, 12 years ago, and it planted the seed of, grains aren't great for humans, and maybe I'll do 30 days without them. And lo and behold, I lost 8 pounds, 10 pounds of inflammation. My knees felt better. I stopped farting so much. My skin cleared up. And then I became aware of the seed oil thing, the hidden seed oils in the mayonnaises and the dressings. And you know what that journey is like. Now you just start to pull on the thread and everything unravels. So The Primal Blueprint by Mark Sisson is a phenomenal book. And of course, I've got to give a nod to our main man, Dr. Paul Saladino, and the Carnivore Code. I think in that book, it's interesting in a way because it does such a phenomenal job of laying out this ancestrally appropriate message. The reason we should prize and honor meat and organs, the reason we shouldn't fear saturated fat and cholesterol, the real root causes of insulin resistance and modern diseases. But also Paul is a guy that's constantly seeking the truth and evolving. And that means that his stance has changed on a few things too. So his stance on that book around carbohydrates in general will be different to the modern messaging you hear from Paul, which is actually maybe we shouldn't fear so much the nature provided, least toxic, digestion-friendly plants from fruits and honey and raw milk, etc., because they are ancestrally appropriate and they provide abundance and nutrition to the body. But still, we should be wary of the cheap, refined grains, the high fructose corn syrups, and the artificial sweeteners and sugars that are abundant in the diet. So those would be my trio of good health books, but definitely Deep Nutrition if you're looking for just the one. Hello friends, if you enjoyed that clip, then you can watch the entire thing by heading to this link over here, or you can find us wherever you find podcasts by searching Radical Health Radio. If there's value here, please hit that like button, let us know in a comment what your biggest takeaway was, and hit subscribe, support the show as we support you. We'll see you soon.